And now we gotta see if we're actually live on YouTube.
S-M-A-R-T.
Yay.
Alright. Alright, let me just,
I'm just wondering I think Luke may have fallen asleep.
no, he's around. He, like Canvas, it's like with Beans, he's not feeling good right now.
Okay.
So,
I'm
yeah.
just wondering I think Luke may have...
Okay, yeah, we're live now,
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, internet went down.
Yep.
I did see where we left off at the end of the last half session.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I believe Tilana was asking Pacifico about the plane of Lara.
So Pacifico would be like, well, I don't have direct access. I can't directly planeswalk to Esper, but I can get to Bant or Naya myself.
Okay.
Esper's a little intimidating for me, if I'm being perfectly honest.
All right.
They deal a lot in Artifice, and I'm not very smart in that field.
I see. It's like, all right, all right, well, I will let Canvas know, and we'll see, if that may be where we need to start.
She probably has been there before.
He's like, yes, but I'm gonna wait until I'm just gonna wait until she feels, 100% before we go and, take that on.
Oh, absolutely. Better to wait.
Guys, my fucking cat just drooled all over me.
It means they like you.
Yeah! Ew!
I was like, okay. Alrighty. So, alright. Okay. Alright, so I guess, in the meantime, as they're all discussing that, so, yeah, that is where, Grayson, he'll look to, Pacifico, and, I assume, Pacifico's still wearing the sunglasses.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, so Grayson, he's just gonna look across, he's just gonna be like, he's just gonna be like, alright, it's like, okay, look, I know, we're in the swamp, but you can take the glasses off, Whitewater.
Really? He looks to Grayson.
It's like, what, you have something to hide?
Okay. Fine. And he takes them off, and it is very clear on his eyes how little sleep he has gotten.
Yeah, and that's where Chorus is like, and it's like, and that's why I gave him the mint coffee. And then it's like, Grayson, he'll like, he'll just kind of like scan, like starting with Pacifico, he'll look at Amy, he'll look to MM, he'll look to everybody, it's like, and taking into account, the people that aren't here, he's just gonna be like, he's like, all right, what? He's like, okay, this confrontation that happened yesterday, what happened? We need all the details.
Pacifico will be willing to relay all the details. At least all the details that he saw. Because he was busy being in a tornado.
Amy will explain what she saw.
Pacifico does end up leaving out the aspect of his aftermath of it and how he felt in that aftermath.
All right, so then Savanto, how do you guys describe what happened?
Well, Savanto also basically just describes all the things that happened, including the part where he surfed in the tornado.
Alrighty. And then
MM will just talk about how she was able to just kind of teleport in. Makes note about Oko being able to transform, and specifically taking on Canvas's appearance during this time, as well as a couple others, including Talana and somebody else that she does not recognize.
Yeah, it's like, when Tilana hears that, he had shifted into her to get the canvas, that's what she's like, it's like, wow, that's a dirty move.
I mean, considering the
One that
stipulation...
probably should be...
I'd say, consider the stipulations that he put on all of us, and yeah, I'd imagine there'd be very dirty tricks coming from a guy like that.
The type of dirty move we should be expecting from a shapeshifter. He looks towards Savanto. No offense.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to kill him later.
I wish all of you would know his story.
It's like, that's where, like, Rubina, she'll actually turn to you, Savanto. She's like, I was like, well, given that we are dealing with shapeshifters here, do you happen to have any advice on how we can possibly detect a shapeshifter? Like, if you were, if you were able to change into one of us right now, is there anything that could possibly tip us off as to, like, okay, this is a fake?
Well, typically the best solution to that is knowing the person as well as possible. So whenever you see something maybe a little out of their character, you might be able to tell that they are someone in disguise. For instance, he's gonna turn into Grayson. I'd like some mint coffee, please.
Meanwhile, the real Grayson, he just narrows his eyes.
See? Even he knows I'm the fake.
Kadoris just giggles. He's just like, hey, do me next.
Oh my god!
Savanto transports into Kadoris.
Yeah, and I think Kadoris just kind of gets a kick out of this, out of these little parlor tricks that you're doing right now.
I do have a means myself that should at least work with most of the situations, although admittedly a lot less effective when it comes to any of you being able to. I didn't even realize I could do this until recently. I can smell him.
Amy takes a double take.
It's like, like Kadoris is just like, what is he? He's like, look, I mean, I know we're in the middle of a swamp, but woo, you really got a reek to go above that odor.
Yeah, I can smell people. Apparently.
It's like everybody just kind of turns to you. They're just looking at you like, what?
That was a part of what we were doing in order to find the mascots. I was able to smell them.
It's true. He did use his nose a lot.
Okay, yeah, it's like, what? Yeah, that's where Grayson is like, yeah, he's like, well, he's like, so you're kind of like a hound. just tracking. I mean, it's certain. I mean, it's like something like that. I mean, that's possible. That could be to our advantage, but you know, we can't expect you to be everywhere at all times.
We're smelling
I mean,
everything at all times.
I mean, I could try, but I don't think it'd work very well.
He's like, yeah, no, don't. Okay. All right. So then, all right. So then, I guess Kiha. So she'll just chime in. She'll just say, "It's like after all that, like, did he say anything afterwards? Like, any clues as to what we could expect from him in the future?"
Yeah. I expect he's going to be giving us sharper rules. So,
like sharper rules, like what do you mean by that? I mean, did you not play by the rules?
We
did. We did.
No,
Technically, we did.
Well, not all of us did.
out of
Yes and no.
No, look, pretty directly broke the rules.
The
It's like you broke. It's like you. Yeah, Grayson just was like, "Wait, you broke the rules?"
The rules stated that we could not. The rules, as written, state we could not seek guidance from other. We can only seek guidance from one other. But everyone who participated acted on their own accord. They saw what was happening and jumped in.
Wait, so are you saying that he took a reward for us cheating when we never actually cheated?
The thing is, the spirit of that rule clearly intends for these to be just us and the person we seek guidance from versus him.
Yeah, and that's where Veralda shall chime in. She'll say, even during that battle, even when he was surrounded, even when we all surrounded him, he still kept his focus on the two of us. Yes, even though everybody came in the middle of the battle, he's still focused on Canvas and myself. He intended for that to just be the two of us.
This is probably why he put that storm in place.
Mm-hmm.
To attempt to enforce that rule.
Right, to keep us out. And that's where Tilana's like, did you say a storm?
a tornado, to be precise.
I did describe flailing around in a tornado, yes?
Yes.
That's where...
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and that's where Tilana's just like, yeah, Canvas gets very uncomfortable about weather sometimes, especially storms, tornadoes, bad experiences.
Oh.
Yeah. So not only was that a deliberate method to try to, in an attempt to keep the rest of you out. He was. It sounds like he was trying to play into her fears. keep her in.
So I suppose I can look forward to a ring of fire then.
It's like,
Amy's-
it might be safe to assume that he intends to do that for all of you.
Amy's face grows pale.
Although the question the question would be which of us he's going to try to go for next.
I don't think we have a way of knowing that.
I have a feeling, though, he's going to be contacting me again to give me his new rules.
You're not
I'm
the
looking forward to that.
you're not the only one I think he would consider contacting next.
Yeah?
You're
I
not
mean,
the
he-
only. I get it. You seem to be the primary one, but you're not the only one.
I know.
We're also.
I'm the lawyer. If there's anyone he would want to clarify the terms and conditions with, it'd probably be the one who is the most adept at finding the loopholes.
Yeah, that is you. But I am also anticipating the notion that maybe I could be the next one because I don't think he ever accounted for me joining in.
It's possible he doesn't even want to clarify if it's you or MM that he's challenging in this instance.
And there's still the... And we don't even know what his end game is yet.
Okay. Shivadri chimes in. She just says, when he gave you all the challenge, did he... Yeah, if I recall, he mentioned something about consequences or for losing. Did he name specifics about that?
A Fae naming specifics about the consequences? No.
There was no specifics other than. Let me look at the thing again. Let me just really quick. That failing means that he claims one prize for himself.
Yeah, that's where Rubino will just be like claiming something for himself. It's like that could literally mean anything. But after that battle, did he take anything from you guys?
No.
It's like, all right, we're gonna have to look into that. Just I know we all need to keep our eyes out on the school, but we especially need to be made doubly sure if anything goes missing in the school, anyone or anything, we need to know about it.
I agree. Pacifico is sort of like in deep thought about all of this shit.
Yeah, Kadoris will, he'll take a glance at you, and he's just like, hey, what you thinking about?
Probably too much. How do we know he'll take it from the school?
You know, everyone just kind of sits and ponders on all of this. You know, and that's where Veralda will chime in. She'll just say, "If I may, when you've got time, like, you know, after classes, after your jobs, your clubs, whenever it is you've got time, might I suggest, you know, just check in with your families."
I already wrote the letter to mine, so they should be getting it sometime.
I'm kind of scared to go back.
I'll go check on her family as well as mine.
Yeah. I'll also be going to Eldraine, if only because I don't exactly have much family to go to right now.
I will say, Pacifico, please ask my mother to tell you the story.
He nods a little bit.
I'll probably head to my job. But, Veralda, later I do want to talk to you about something very important.
Of course. Just just meet me in my office.
All right.
And then she'll just turn to all of you. She says, you know, it's like, I know it's a lot to take in, but in the meantime, you know, for now, let's do what we can. Try to clear our minds however you see fit. It's like, you know, it's like having now experienced what he's capable of myself. Yeah, we cannot let him win anymore. So we need to keep calm. We need to keep ourselves collected, and just try to figure out how we can move 2 steps ahead of him.
I'll probably head to Canvas's home plane and check up on them. Ow.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else in the meeting that anybody wants to bring up?
Probably not in the meeting, but probably a little after it.
All right. Alrighty, so if we are good, in that case, excuse me.
Okay, in that case, yeah. I'll probably ask Pacifico to come to his office real quick.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Just. All right. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure. I know this probably could have been said in the meeting, but I'm gonna try and go back to the college I was at, because I'm still not entirely sure how welcome I might be at the in the castle, you know?
I understand.
But like,
fully.
yeah, but I was gonna go back and maybe see, but we'll go and just kind of check in with Rowan through there. I suppose. Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right, we're good.
Alrighty. I guess Eldraine first, or
I'm thinking we could do Eldraine first. It's like
Probably specifically what happens with
when
Pacifico
when
first.
I get to the castle, I'll let Rowan know you're on the plane at the moment.
Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty, so we're gonna make a pit stop to Eldraine.
Pit stop to Eldraine.
Yeah.
Pit
Actually,
stop to Eldraine.
how was it? Before the meeting gets adjourned, Savanto feels like the place is still a little bit on the tense side. He's like, wait, before we adjourn, I have something important to show. And he starts doing thumb tricks. It's like, I can do this.
It's like, yeah, like Horace will just like, yeah, he just kind of chuckles at that. 'Cause, you know. And like everybody else just kind of like, they either just like stare blankly or they just like audibly groan.
Amy's just gonna get up and walk back.
Listen, grow all you want, just step up your game.
I am so glad. Amy wouldn't say that.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me pull up the kingdom music real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna make a pit stop to the Eldraine Court.
Yay.
He will have the sunglasses on.
Alright. Alright, so Pacifico, when you enter, you can see, yep, everybody's at the council table, and you just come in and, you say your greetings, announce your presence.
My lord, Prince Pacifico Whitewater of East River of Tavastian.
All right. He's like, it's good to see you again, Prince Whitewater. I must ask though, do you bring good news or bad?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's where like Rowan will just be like, look, it's one or the other.
Yeah, and I don't know. He then begins describing what happened with the fight with Oko in detail. He describes the possibility that it wasn't breaking the rules, the possibility that it was, and just the uncertainty of if they won or not.
It's like, yep, that sounds like him, all right. It's like, always, yeah, it's like, that's what he does. He plays tricks, he runs you in circles.
What we're doing at the moment is making some kind of effort to ensure that nothing is missing from Canvas's life.
Yeah, and that's where, the king will say, it's a very, very wise decision.
Amy believes that there may be more strict rules coming.
It's like, well, it's like if he ever, it comes in contact again, you let us know. If this starts getting out of hand, we're going to need to find a way to get ourselves more involved while skirting his rules.
It would help if you and I had a way to communicate outside of me having to come here. But interplanarly, that isn't easy.
This is true. There's not many in our kingdom that have this ability. It's like really right now it's myself, my sister, and Amy. At least as far as we are aware of in our kingdom. There might be others scattered around Eldraine, but we don't necessarily have the time to be hunting down interplanar travelers. Not on this scale.
No. As simple of a solution as that would be, I could just track down a Johnny. He'd probably help.
And that's where Rowan's like, planeswalkers or not, it certainly wouldn't hurt to get some, I suppose, not necessarily like fairy hunters, but we could be willing to offer perhaps some of our men. We can maybe pass it off as just providing extra security for Strixhaven. We were made aware of other things that have been happening, so we can always pass it off as not necessarily in response to him, but perhaps into this other matter. This what was his name? Like Moogie or something? like there's somewhat we heard the bits and details about somebody who's been around for almost 200 years. Trying to
Crenshaw.
That's him. Yes. Considering that is, we may be dealing with the thief of crowns right now, but that one is still going to be the bigger threat. So perhaps maybe we can be willing to part with some soldiers. Under the guise of we're offering security on that matter, while secretly looking for the thief.
Pacifico thinks for a moment. It's like, that's a good point. If there are other reasons to seek counsel from someone, if it just so happens to benefit in fighting against the Thief of Crowns. He looks to Will and it's like, Amy did mention that I should know the story of why he's called the Thief of Crowns.
It's like, of course. I believe you had. It's like, considering what's happening, you have every right to know. And Will recount that. He will recount that story of how, Oko tried to usurp the kingdom. He kidnapped their father, and the Kenrith twins and Odette were part of the team that was trying to hunt him down.
It's no wonder Amy in particular is a target.
Mm-hmm. I guess, and that and considering he doesn't want us involved either.
I would not be surprised if, to some degree, there's a target towards me as well.
Well, if you've all been issued that challenge, then consider that all of you are targeted.
there's a lot of noble blood of various sorts in our group.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to Rowan. By the way, unrelated matter. MM has shown up to check in. The
It's like, really? It's like, I take it, I take it she's outside of the castle?
yeah, she mentioned something about the usual spot.
I see. It's like,
I know you didn't say that, but I feel like that bit would have been
Yeah.
Yeah,
she knows. Yeah, she knows. Yeah, that's what she says. It's like, very well then, I will say, yeah, once our meeting is adjourned, I will head there right away.
Excellent. He sighs and removes the sunglasses, revealing how fucking tired he is. It's like, I have a lot of other meetings to get to today.
It's like if you need to rest, feel free. It's like, yes, feel free. Feel free. We have plenty of beds.
I do need to drop by Amy's mom's house. He can't just call her by her name because he'd use her borderline like his mother. So he's just like, I need to get some gummies.
It's like, very well. Very well then. And when you see her, yes, we will need to have our own meeting in the council. Do extend an invitation to her as well. We will need her input.
Of course.
Yeah, I think at this point, it's mostly, since we now know what he's capable of and what he intends to do, that he wants to fight one-on-one. Where it could be the greatest challenge, but it could also be, if we could find a way to make it advantageous. It's the fact that you selected me as your counsel, yet he doesn't want me involved.
That to me seems like exactly the type of reason that you would be the exact correct counsel for me to have, since he didn't make a rule that prevented me from doing so.
True. This is where I think having some of our men in Strixhaven could be beneficial. If any one of them can catches wind of him, even getting remotely close to you, considering that we have multiple planeswalkers attending Strixhaven, one of them could easily come to me.
There is another excuse other than Mugaxor, considering we're trying to not create a more public panic about that.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, there was an assassination attempt on me.
And so, bodyguards.
Right, extra security.
Very well then. I think we may have something to work with here. Considering as we're saying, if we go by that logic, then I think I may know the man for the job.
Oh boy.
Is it gonna be who I think it is?
Oh no.
Alright, so then yeah, so Rowan, not that yeah, Rowan. So she'll just kind of start like snickering in the back. She's like, it's like, this is oh that's gonna be rich.
Oh.
I mean, he's long. I mean, look, he's long. It's long overdue for a vacation.
Oh,
I hear
oh,
vacation music. I hear
Why?
vacation music playing, but I don't know why.
Why do I get? Why? Why do I get the impression that I'm going to be a little bit flabbergasted by this?
So King Will, he will ask from one of his council members. He'll ask for, like a scroll, a quill, and he's going to write on it. He's going to roll it up, and he's going to hand it to you, Pacifico. And he's like, do deliver this to Odette when you see her.
Of course. I believe that will be all that we really can accomplish in this meeting.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it's like, as anything. Okay, all right. In that case, we will go. Yes, go to Odette. And do what you can.
Certainly. I will see you when I have more updates.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Safe travels, Prince Whitewater.
To you as well, King Kenneth. And he will sort of bow to everybody and then go heading away and head into Odette House.
Alrighty. Okay, so
I'm now realizing that the bodyguard isn't who I thought it was. It's worse. For Pacifico, it's worse, specifically.
That's gonna be great.
Say who I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be Garuk.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, it's like, I know you got Garuk in Ravnica, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm still not too knowledgeable about all these other people, so it's like.
That's absolutely fair. That's absolutely fair.
All right. Okay.
But now I know how it is. It's gonna be very funny.
All right. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, all right. So MM.
Oh my god.
All right, MM, where you be?
Somewhere. We're at the cabin.
At the cabin. All right.
At the cabin.
Alrighty, so I will drop this off.
Okay.
All right, so feel free to feel free to put your token there. So yeah, so MM, as you return to your little cottage, you can see you're just pacing back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, and then as you are pacing, you look and you see, Rowan eventually arrives.
Hello. How are you?
He's like, I was like, doing a lot better now that I'm out of that stuffy meeting. Yeah, it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see you again. It's like It's like, barring everything that's been happening with the Thief of Crowns, I do hope everything at Strixhaven has been doing well.
Mm-hmm. Well, except for today.
It's like, yes.
Prince
Whitewater just came and informed us of everything that's happened recently. You're not hurt, are you?
No, not really.
Good.
I decided to, out of character, I decided to look at my body to see if I was hurt. There's no way no one can tell. This is just you hearing my voice, but all I can do is look at my own arm and be like, huh. Okay. Yeah, no. We were told to come back to family, and the problem is I don't have any. Or rather, I don't know if I have any.
I'm sure it's like, look, you don't just come out of thin air, so you had to have come from somewhere.
Oh, it's true, but like, I don't exactly know where I'm from. It's kind of hard to. It's just kind of hard because, well, I've had her with me for so long that I can't even remember I can't remember anything. You know, it's just been like, I can't remember it. I don't remember my home plane. I don't remember what my family might have looked like. Did they have horns? Was it just me? I still don't even remember my name. I know everyone calls me MM, but that was partially her doing. She just kept on calling ourselves MM. So that any time anything happened, it would basically be redirected towards me. Because she ain't the one care. She might be, or if she did care, it'd be more in the pettiest way possible. But
It's like, yeah, that's Faye for you. You know, it's like, yes, Faye, they just act on their own whims, not a care in the world. You know, they don't die, not really even caring about who they hurt. All they care about is their own wants and desires currently.
yeah.
You know, regardless, you know, I'm sure one day you will find your home and you will get your answers. You know, but as we said before, you know, you do have a place here. You know, you will always have safety here. You know, my brother and I will have your back.
Thank you. I don't suppose he knows about me. Does he? Like, I know he probably knows that I exist because I'm with Pacifico and Amy's group, but you know?
I guess DM question, like, are you is that referring to Oko or to Will?
Okay.
Oko?
That is referring to Will.
Oh, Will? Okay.
What I'm saying, like what I'm saying right now in character, yes. What I'm saying is about Will.
Okay.
You know, like your brother knows about me, right?
It's like, yes, he does. In fact, I actually have a little confession to make. You remember that gift that I gave you before you left?
Yeah. She goes for her brooch.
All right. It's like, yeah, you've kept that on you. You've kept that on you at all times, right?
Except for earlier today, my roommate got a glimpse of it sometime earlier, and wanted to incorporate part of its design into something we're going to use on a team leader. So, but she only asked, and I wasn't, and like, she promised me she was going to be very careful about it, and she was very careful with it. It doesn't look like it barely looks like, doesn't even look like she even touched it.
Yeah, Rowan actually comes to inspect it, and she says, "It's like, all right, good. Yep, not a scratch on it. All right, so this brooch, I know I told you to treat it as a good luck charm and to keep it on you. There is a reason why I asked that of you. See, this stone here, she lightly taps the black stone. It's like,
yeah, it's very pretty.
yeah, beautiful though it may be, it is a very special stone. It's mined here in Eldraine. It has the ability to be able to draw Fae towards it. We have begun incorporating some of these stones for traps, and incorporating some of our arrests, means of drawing them away from our cities. My brother had the idea, perhaps fashioning something like this and keeping this on you at all times, in the vain hopes of her, rather than constantly trying to control you and break into your mind, instead trying to focus on that power. At least for the time being, it sounds as if it might have worked. When you took it off, have you noticed anything different? Has she come out? Has she broken free?
Yeah, almost immediately, actually.
All right, then. Okay, in that case, all right. You need to keep this thing on you at all times. The reason, this was actually Amy's suggestion. She was the one who had told my brother about what happened, and he ultimately came up with this plan. We had to keep you. I'm sorry, but we did have to keep you in the dark about this. We just could not risk her finding out.
No, I understand. I understand.
Yeah. That being said, now that she's been let free, for all we know, she might be aware that you've got something on you that's keeping her back.
It's possible she knows now, but judging from what I was able to gather when she was talking to Amy earlier, it doesn't seem like she knows everything.
All right, that's good.
Like, for one thing, she never got Oko's name right. Not once.
Really?
Really. It's like, oh no, oh bo, oh lo.
That's like, so she's just gonna go down the alphabet. It's like, she does that, she'll eventually get the name right.
It was pretty humorous. Though not enough to not make me scared. But I think with this in mind, even if she knows now that this could actively keep her away, that doesn't mean she'll have the power to stop that.
It's true. That being said, it is still a very powerful stone regardless. So keep that on you at all times. Now, I know your friend was enthralled by that, but at this point now, do not remove it.
I won't. If it helps, she sketched out the design earlier. So if she's going to be incorporating that into anything, she doesn't need the physical brooch anymore.
All right. So just keep that on you. If she happens to be, if you happen to see her starting to come through, even while wearing that, you need to let me and my brother know.
Okay. Well, with that said, where was this mind?
Oh, the mines. She'll kind of give you like a little bit of detail, a little bit of history about where the mines are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see that's done off screen or off.
Yeah.
Or just condensed because that sounds boring.
Yeah, condensed sound. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That helps. I don't suppose it would be okay to go to. I probably have to cover this up, but I don't suppose to be. I'd have to probably cover up my horns, but I don't suppose it'd be a problem to go to the castle next time, or at least let someone at the castle know that I'm nearby.
I'm sure we can find some way around it. Yeah. It's like you said. Like, well, you have powerful illusion magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sure with your magic you might be able to fool a fair amount of people at the castle trying to hide your horns. Yeah, some of our more powerful knights and wizards, though. Yeah, that's going to be the challenge.
Either that or that I'm gonna constantly need someone like Amy or Pacifico to ask for you to come over here.
Yeah, it's like it's a gift. For right now that may just have to be the case, until we can get everything situated and and we can ensure their trust.
Mm.
But but until then we have our own little secret spot.
We do.
If I may, gay.
Yes. It's very gay.
If I may. It's all right. It's all right, bestie.
All right.
Would MM have any classes or work today?
I would classes, yes, just because you guys went like to the embassy like early in the morning and then you immediately came here. So I would suspect like you got classes later today.
All right. Well, I will probably be walking around for a little bit longer, and then I'll have to go back and take my classes.
It's like, can't have you be skipping out on that.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and And she'll actually go and she'll give you a big hug.
Aww.
Yeah.
Sorry, make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay. How about a 13?
It would beat. You know what? I'll say it beats. You can tell her face is red. You can tell Emma's face is red.
Yeah, Rowan, she just kind of like, she just kind of smiles at that. See, yeah, and that's where she's she's like, it's like, look, I know you got a lot. I know you have a lot on your plate between Roxor and the Thief of Crowns and classes, but if you can, just yeah, by all means, just make the time to come by and visit. You don't have to come see me when like the fate of the world is at stake. You can always just come by and say hi.
Jesus Christ, Rowan!
I'm sorry. I guess it's kind of a habit of not really having anywhere to go or anyone to talk to. I'm in different planes. Plus, you're still royalty, so it's much more difficult to just come in and say hi.
Look, you want to say hi? Look, I will bullshit a way to get out of those council meetings. Trust me, I will.
She's just gonna swoon.
Oh my god. Wait. Hear me out. Have Rowan make a charisma throw.
Okay, why not? Charisma throw. Oh, that's actually a decent one. 16.
She looking really good for MM right now.
She didn't even need to do that. You don't even need a roll for that one.
Alrighty. So, in the meantime, let's actually transition to Amy's house.
Yay! Oh boy!
Alrighty, so Pacifico, you arrive at the manor, and we'll just have it be like, okay, you knock on the door, announce your presence, like one of the servants will come and get you, and like bring you into the room where not only do you see Odette, but you also see John is there. And Odette will just be like, it's like, oh, Pacifico, so good to see you.
Hi, this is a little bit awkward. So, I actually need more gummies. Oh, Will told me to give you this. He wanted to invite you to a council meeting as well.
Council meeting. And she'll go and she will take the scroll, she will open it up, and and then just kind of like scrolling over, and she'll just be like, oh dear. And that's where John will come over, and he'll just be like what is it, mother? It's like Seems everything in Strixhaven's is a lot more dire than we had been told. Yeah, this is by order of the king. You know, he wants to start bringing some people over to help in this situation. However, it cannot be directly under that. You know, we can't be bringing people in response to everything that's happening. Basically, we need it under a false pretense. John, you are to go to Strixhaven. Pacifico, how do you respond?
Pacifico is going to roll a wisdom saving throw. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's a 23. So he manages to not scream. But
yeah,
he's like, we did mention the idea behind this being that because of the recent assassination attempt on me, that extra security would be a relevant precaution. So this seems to be what he had in mind.
It's like, yeah, but don't you? It's like, don't you have your own bodyguards?
No.
It's like, what kind of prince doesn't have bodyguards?
The one who's not the literal heir. I have an older brother who's taking the crown. He gets the bodyguards, even if he doesn't need them.
It's like, yeah, but Princess Rowan doesn't need bodyguards either, but she still gets some.
I normally don't need bodyguards either, but guess fucking what?
Oh my god! It's like John. It's like, look, John. I know you're still trying to accept everything. You're trying to accept Amy's friends, and you're trying to accept the concept of leaving Eldraine and her being out there. I think this will be good for you. You know, it's like, given everything that's happened, should anything happen to Amy, you'll be there. You can be there to protect her. Okay. So then,
so there you go. You're not just my bodyguard.
Yeah. So you know, Odette, she'll just turn to you.
So funny.
So Odette, she'll just turn to you. She's like, all right then. I suppose we are all in agreement.
I believe so.
It's like, all right.
Pacifico trying not to have internal panic.
It's like, all right. It's like, in that case, I'll have to make to the castle shortly. You know, John, you know, just get your things ready, and you know, she like leaning over to him, you know, she'll just say, do be civil. Do not lash out at every little thing, understand? And yeah, he'll just kind of just goes, yes, mother.
Oh, one more thing I should inform you about with the gummies. I think this may be relevant to the gummy situation.
He's like, oh, yes.
The most recent bout of nightmares that has brought me here for new batch were actually way worse than the ones I experienced before.
Oh dear. Like,
I'm going to talk to my own family about this because I think it's potentially more relevant that way, but it wasn't just sights and sounds. It was literal feeling.
Feeling.
Like touch. I suppose touch isn't necessarily the best word for it, but
It may not be.
I think you may be able to figure out the word I'm avoiding at the moment.
It may. It's like that being said. It's. Yeah, she will actually. Yeah, she'll come. She'll actually come to you and she'll just be like. It's like, yeah, normal. Yeah, yeah. Dreams usually don't involve anything like that. That is clearly a sign that this isn't. It's not just your mind that is in distress. It's your body. I'm not sure. It's like the gummies might be able to help you with your sleep, maybe help clear your mind, but if it's extending elsewhere, I'm afraid that you might need a different kind of healing.
Like I said, I'm going to talk to my family about this as well, because this feels way deeper than just me having dreams about fire.
Right, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I will fetch you what you need, and yes, just please take care of yourself.
He nods.
All right. So then, yeah, Odette, she will have one of the servants, fetch you your meds.
Fetch the weed gummies.
Fetch the weeds. Okay.
Give me them edibles.
Yep. All right. And then, yeah. So I guess, is there anything else you want to do while you're here, or we can just pretty much just fast forward at this point.
I think that will wind up being it.
Alrighty. So in that case, all right. So we'll just assume that it's like, okay, yeah, MM probably meeting up with Pacifico, and then eventually, yeah, John will be in tow.
Oh boy!
And yeah, you guys will make your way back to Strixhaven. In the meantime, Amy, if I recall, you said you were going to Kaladesh?
Yes, but we could probably wait until I could probably wait until like Canvas comes back for that.
Okay.
Because I kind of don't want to do that while Canvas is not here.
Gotcha.
I did send an idea in DMs, by the way. I don't know if we want to do that.
Let me see.
If not, that's perfectly okay. I just figured I'd throw that out there.
All right.
But
All right.
yeah, Amy is gonna go collect Pacifico's homework, and is probably gonna go do her job,
Alrighty.
just to keep her mind occupied.
Okay, so if we are gonna do the go back to campus thing, MM will probably just take the time to go to class.
All right. Yeah, it's like, you know what? I think that's actually probably a good place to stop at this point, because I think it's just, everybody's, you're going to classes. So when we pick up, it'll be where, okay, we'll pick up what everybody's been doing. And now it's like, Pacifico's coming back with one extra person.
Oh boy!
Yeah, and
hopefully be happy.
And hopefully my internet connection can stay stable. But who knows? Fucking Hooper might do something, won't you? That's who Pacifico needs to be protected against. That's Chan's job to bodyguard against.
He's looking for fucking Hoopa.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, so yes, technical hiccups aside, I do hope you guys enjoyed and had fun tonight. So, just as a reminder, this coming Saturday, we will be continuing with Ravnica Trail of Dragons, and we will be coming back for Strixhaven in 2 weeks.
And then prepare for something special in August.
Yeah. Alrighty, so yeah, have a good evening, everybody.